Welcome back to Cooking Around the London Underground. Last time we explored Chinatown, and now we're going on the hunt for London's original Chinatown in Limehouse. Our adventure starts at Bank Station, where we're catching the Docklands Light Rail over east to Limehouse and Tower Hamlets. Make sure to grab the seat at the front of the train so you can pretend you're driving. Limehouse was named after the old lime kilns in the area, as early back as the 1400s. Once you step out of the station, you're in the picturesque Limehouse Basin, where the Regent's Canal meets the Thames. The original dock closed in the 1960s, but is one of the most important areas for shipbuilding and rope making in London. Thanks to the tea and opium trades, a large Chinese community formed in the area, and opium dens became popular with the Victorian sailors. You can see these in films like From Hell and Limehouse Gull. Though you're not likely to find any opium dens in the area today, you can have a drink at the 500-year-old pub, The Grapes, where it's said that Charles Dickens was made to stand on the bar and sing as a child. There are also rumours of sailors drowning drunks from the pub in the canal and selling their bodies for medical dissection. Make sure to get your photo taken with the terrifying 2-metre-high seagull sculpture across the road in Ropemaker's Field. And keep an eye out for the street signs as you walk around, which are named after the trades that were carried out on the streets. If Mongolian food is more your thing, then head to the Yurt Cafe for lunch, or an all-day brunch at the weekends. Other interesting sites in the area include a pyramid tomb in St Anne's Churchyard, original gas street lights on Commercial Road, and the Dragon's Gate sculpture on East India Dock Road, marking the site of the original Chinatown. Inspired by the sailors of Limehouse, I'm going to show you how to make a grog loaf. It's got rum and lime on the inside, and it's topped with raspberries, pistachios, and a lime drizzle. And inspired by the Limehouse opium dens that the sailors would visit, we're going to make a cocktail with absinthe, lime, and homemade poppy seed vodka. Pop 200 grams of butter into a bowl, add 200 grams of sugar, and 200 grams of flour. Beat these three ingredients together until it forms a nice crumbly mixture. Crack in 4 eggs one at a time, beaten in until the mixture is smooth. Add 2 ounces of spiced rum, 3 if you want it to be extra boozy. Grate the zest from 1 lime and add to your cake batter. And then squeeze the juice from the lime and also add it to your cake batter. Next, add 100 grams of fresh raspberries and 50 grams of whole pistachios. Give the mixture a good mix with your spatula. Grease a loaf tin using some butter and a pastry brush, and then pour the cake batter into the tin. Use your spatula to smooth down the top of the cake. And then bake your loaf in a hot oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Remove the cake from its tin and leave to cool for a little before preparing your icing. Pour another 25 grams of pistachios into a mortar and pestle and crush until powdery. Measure out 200 grams of icing sugar into a bowl and then grate in the zest from a lime. Squeeze the juice from the lime and then pour a little lime juice into your icing sugar, stir it in and then add a little more until the icing becomes nice and runny. Drizzle the icing over your loaf and don't worry if it drips down the edges. Finally, top the cake with a handful of fresh raspberries and sprinkle over the crushed pistachios. To make some poppy seed vodka, pour a teaspoon of poppy seeds into the bottom of a small bottle. Use a funnel to fill the bottle with vodka. Screw on the lid, give it a good shake, and leave it to infuse for 2 to 3 days. The longer, the better. A few days later, sieve out the vodka to remove the poppy seeds. Pour the vodka back into your bottle and it's now ready to use in cocktails. To make our opium den cocktail, place a glass inside a bell jar, add 1 ounce of poppy seed vodka, followed by 1 ounce of absinthe. Squeeze the juice from half a lime and add it to your cocktail. Give the drink a good stir and taste. Add some simple syrup or sugar if you'd like it a little sweeter. Fill the glass with crushed ice. Lay a spoon over the glass and place a star anise on top. Carefully set the star anise on fire using a kitchen blowtorch and place on the lid of the bell jar, capturing all the smoke. Leave the cocktail for a little while to infuse the smoke before serving, and serve inside the bell jar. Your Grog Loaf and Limehouse inspired cocktail are now ready to serve. Well, that's all from Limehouse and us this week. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave us a comment letting us know which station you'd like us to visit next. You can get lots more recipes on cutoutandkeep.net, and keep up with our adventures on my blog at catmorley.com. Thanks so much for watching.